What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, I've done a lot of videos talking about a lot of different subject matters. Some that we could talk here on this channel about, and others that we can't, and that's why I take them over to Pimpy's news network. The more I start digging into what's going on with the central bank digital currency, the more I realize it's just a small part of a much bigger picture. You hear me complain all the time about the World Economic Forum and their plan for humanity. I play videos showing you that these people are not afraid to hide it anymore. They just say it out loud. They tell you they are the New World Order. They tell you what their plans are for humanity and that they have the ability to hack any human beings and things like that. This isn't all hyperbolic. These people are telling you what their plans are. They have no problems talking about it whatsoever. And that's why when I talk about the central bank digital currency, I always tell you guys that is the New World Order's one world currency. You see, the different governments will give it different names, but it's all the same currency, a central bank digital currency, a one world currency. Back in the olden days, whenever you spoke about the NWO, people thought you were crazy. But now I'm going to show you something new, something mind-blowing, because this is the bigger plan. See on the screen? Before we get started, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you absolutely positively share this video as much as possible. This is how people get educated about what it is that's going on. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. I surely do appreciate it. Right now is a good time to be buying gold and silver. You definitely want something outside of the system. I can't stress that enough. And when you go to buy your precious metals, go check out our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. So earlier today, I was talking about how all the different nations are going into the central bank digital currency. So I started to do my research because a lot of us are invested into the Vietnam Dong. And I wanted to see if there was anything out there that will let me know whether or not we were going to have to exchange our Vietnam Dong for this central bank digital currency, what the process was, the whole 9 yards, and when this is supposed to take place. I think it's important that you guys get this information, especially if you are holding on to the paper version of this. So as I'm going through this particular article, it says Vietnam plans to pilot the CBDC through state banks. They're forcing people into it. You don't have a choice. It says, although the government has stated that a sovereign digital currency will replace the country's fiat currency, Vietnam has become the latest country to investigate central bank digital currency. Trust me, none of these countries are investigating anything. It's already been done. They're just trying to sneak people into it so that everybody doesn't rise up and complain. But once you find out what this is really for, you need to wake up. Vietnam's working on digital currency. Here we go. According to Nike Asia, on July the 12th, 2021, it said, the Vietnamese government's decision to investigate the construction of a central bank digital currency stems from the Prime Minister's decision 942 from June. Between 2021 and 2025, the strategy aims to create a digital government. When I saw this, I was like, what the hell are they talking about? So Vietnam wants to create a digital government. I thought that was kind of interesting. I continued to read, but for some reason, this was bothering me. I just kept coming back to it over and over. So then I started doing a little bit more digging. Digital government blueprint, a Singapore government that is digital to the core. A new digital Africa, Kenya blueprint. Kenya's digital blueprint initiative demonstrates the country's commitment to the Smart Africa project, which aims to leverage technology to create a single digital market targeting over 6 million people in 24 countries across the continent. It outlines an economic transformation into a sustainable digital economy centered around smart technology and provides a conceptual framework for this development categorized by 5 pillars: a digital government, digital business infrastructure, innovation-driven entrepreneurship, and digital skills and values. You can go onto Google and Google almost every country's movement towards a digital government. Digital by default, a new concept in Germany's development cooperation. If you scroll down here, it says results. Look at this. Germany along with Estonia. The Digital Impact Alliance. And the International Telecommunication Union is supporting partners to enable the developing of a digital public goods within the International E-commerce Initiative GovStack. The next phase will involve creating a modern digital government service platform. United Kingdom making a success of digital government in the UK. Every single government has agreed to this. So when I tell you that the central bank digital currency is the one world currency, the digital government is the one world government. So what are we talking about here? A digital government blueprint. Here you go. Digitalization is a key pillar to the government's public service transformation efforts. The digital government blueprint is a statement of government's ambition to better leverage data and harness new technology and to drive broader efforts to build a digital economy, a digital society, in support of a smart nation. Our vision is to create a government that is digital to the core and service with the heart, which is kind of ironic. If it's digital, then it doesn't have a heart. A digital government will be able to build stakeholders-centric services that cater to citizens and businesses' needs. Transacting with a digital government will be easy, seamless, and secure. Our public officers will be able to continually upscale themselves, adapt to new challenges, and work more effectively across agencies as well as with our citizens' businesses. See what they're talking about? An entire government that's digitalized. You're going to have a one world government that is 100% digitalized. 2 years after the launch of the digital government blueprint, the government has introduced new policies and initiatives. RONA has also reaffirmed our emphasis on capability building. Okay, first of all, they talk about the RONA is the reason for this. This article came out in July of 2020. RONA came out in March 2020, I believe it was. And already they have all these plans and all the nations are bored on this in just that quick a time, using the coronavirus as an excuse. 2 years after the launch of the DGB, the government has introduced new policies and initiatives. The RONA has also reaffirmed our emphasis on capability building and compiled different parts of the government to accelerate the use of data and of technology to offer digital services that minimize physical contact. They want you locked in your house. They don't want you coming out. They don't want you being free. They want you to do everything from your house. You can't leave because of all these different viruses. And when you do leave, you got to get permission and you have to have a passport. They're going to control all aspects of your life. These people pay these other organizations millions of dollars because the money means nothing to them. In the end, it all goes back to the central bank digital currency that they control. They know it doesn't have any value whatsoever, so they have no problem printing tons of it and just giving it away. Because in the end, you're going to have to go to the central bank digital currency and they'll just take it back. So what we got is a bunch of useful idiots out there pushing this agenda because they're getting paid big money. But in a few short years, that's all going to change. And they're going to be kicking themselves in the ass. Why? Because they helped make this happen. The DGB has been updated to accurately reflect the current plans and to push for more ambitious goals to pursue deeper and more extensive digitalization within the government. New examples are included to better explain the latest efforts and benefits of a digital government. The refresh is aligned with the approach to improve the blueprint iteratively. The key changes made to the DGB include elaboration of the DBG vision of digital to the core. That's why you see on all these different nations, what do they say? They are going to put together their digital government and it's going to be digital to the core. Digital government blueprint, a single port government that is digital to the core. So you're going to see them all starting to use the same lingo. A digital to the core framework has been developed to describe how the government is developing and measuring itself towards this vision. Now you got to ask yourself, how are they able to put all this together, all this technology, all this paperwork, all this information in July of 2020 when the RONA came out barely in the beginning of 2020. A digital to the core framework has been developed to describe how the government is developing and measuring itself towards this vision. There is a greater emphasis on service with the heart to explain how the use of digital technology is to help the government achieve its main purpose of servicing citizens, Better and building trust. All countries are currently building a digital government. Updated DGB strategies that stress greater importance on user centricity and co-creation, improving how we work as a digital organization and harnessing new technology, including artificial intelligence. You're just going to be a robot. New and updated KPIs. New KPIs, at least 70% of the eligible government systems to be on commercial cloud by 2023. Updating existing KPI time requires to fuse and share core data for cross-agency projects to be no more than 7 working days. The future direction for digital governments as at 2020, and in light of the RONA, a new section has been added to signal the future direction and the steps that agencies need to undertake to progress towards being digital organization, which require deeper changes in organizational policy, structure, and culture. Key highlights of the progress of the DGB KPI as of the end of 2019. 86% of the citizens and 77% of the businesses reported that they are very or extremely satisfied, at least 5 on a 6-point scale, with government digital services against the DGB target of 75 to 80%. These are the best results since the survey started in 2012. Both results also improved significantly by 8% compared to 2018. To date, 95% of the transactions by volume are completed digitally from end to end, meeting the target of 90 to 95%. We have met the target for a number of officers trained in data analytics and data science and will review a new KPI. All 20 ministries have submitted plans to use artificial intelligence. All you got to do is Google your country and see if they have what is known as a Minister of Digital Government. And I will leave the link so you can go read this yourself and you can click on it and see all the things they want to do. Here's how the DGB will benefit you. Electronic payments and digital signature options for 100% of the government services. Intuitive, accessible, and easy to use digital services. Greater confidence in your data and digital service infrastructure continues to be fortified. More digital services like LifeSG and Go Business built around your needs. So there you have it. So how the World Economic Forum plans on working, and I saw this, is they plan on having the overlords who everybody reports to. There would be a hand-selected group of people that would go back to their countries as representatives to pass on new policies, procedures, any kind of laws, any kind of information that needs to be passed on. These are the ministry of the digital government. So you have your CBDC, which is your one world currency, and now you have a digital government, which will be your one world government. This is no longer a conspiracy. This isn't tinfoil hat wearing. I just read you the article, and I will leave a link down below so that you can go read for yourself. Anyways, that's it, you guys. Do me a favor and share this. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.